everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Superman and Batman, Public Enemies. Now, I think a lot of us knew what Public Enemies were. It was meant to be the first few issues into the Batman and Superman comic book series that deals with Lex Luthor becoming president, Superman and Batman basically going on a one-man crusade to stop him and all that. Now, the premise of the film is about Lex Luthor, who becomes president, and we see that certain superheroes like Captain Atom, Black Lightning, and all that have basically volunteered to join the government. And we also have Superman, who is basically doesn't trust Lex for the good reasons, because Lex Luthor is dangerously corrupt and all that. Now, after an incident, Superman is made a wanted man, and Batman and Superman basically go through the film like fugitive to try and prove he's innocent, and at the same time try and find bigger things that lead up to bigger things. Now, I do admit the film is a lot like Fugitive, where a character is framed for something they didn't do, and it's on this big, like, manhunt story. And we see certain characters who have these kind of traits. We see Superman trying to prove his innocence, Batman being the kind of sidekick character, basically there to be the kind of bad cop, good cop persona. We have Captain Atom, who is a lawyerist and believes that his country needs good heroes again. We're introduced to Lex Luthor, who is dangerously corrupt, and is meant to, be like what would happen with the White House years later with Donald Trump in power. And we also introduced to Amanda Waller, who, unlike Lex Luthor, is a bit more realistic and is shown to have a bit more of a realistic side. She knows full well that the heroes could help deal with the bigger problems that they have and not, sweep it under the rug in that. Now, I actually do admit the film does alter scenes from the comic book. For example, we have Superman basically from the future, which is removed from the film. We also have Captain Atom basically sacrificing himself in the comic, which is changed to Batman, of course. Now, I do think the film had some predictions about Donald Trump taking his seat in power, and given the fact if someone like Donald Trump, Kim Jong-un could take seat in power, then this film does basically point this out to you and warns you of the potential consequence of what that could lead to. Now, I do admit a lot of the voice cast do return for this. Tim Daly, also Jennifer Hale, Clancy Brown, and CCH Pounder, and they do a good job in bringing back their voice roles into the film. Now, I admit that the film has this great good cop, bad cop persona, and the animation is kept close to the comic, which actually does a pretty decent job. I would say that the film does so well, and it's meant to be like a future, and it's also meant to, have a kind of foreshadowing of what happened at the White House years later. So, to me, Superman and Batman Public Enemies is a film I will go back to and watch it again. So it deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.